You know, one of the things that is so frustrating for me to see, especially when it comes to President Ramaphosa, it is the fact that Ramaphosa and his administration, they never actually acknowledge where the country is. That is one thing that actually makes me so mad about these people, is that they never acknowledge where the country is. They always try to paint the picture like the country is doing well, the investments are coming, we are creating jobs, our people are being alleviated from poverty. But this is not the reality of what is happening on the ground.
The 360 experience with Thomas M.
Man, you know, for the longest time, I've said it that South Africans have never shown President Ramaphosa that they are not happy about where the country is today. I'm like, for the longest time, this has been something that has been very frustrating to me, because South Africans always complain about how bad things are in the country. But when President Ramaphosa visits their neighborhood, you will see people out hugging the president, kissing the president, and making President Ramaphosa actually believe that he's doing an honorable job. This is the reason why every time when Ramaphosa is out, he will tell you that the ANC is doing an amazing job. You can go to the people, you can go and ask the people. The ANC is doing an amazing job. This is because the people on the ground have never actually shown Ramaphosa that, man, we are not happy about the job that you are doing. We are not happy about your administration. We are not happy about the conduct of the African National Congress. Man, this has been so frustrating for me to see. This has been so frustrating for me to see. I mean, like, even right now, when the ANC is doing its campaign, man, have you seen how many people are going out to support the ANC? Have you seen how many people are going out to take the pictures with the ministers, to take the pictures with the Secretary General? I mean, right now, there is a video that is trending online that is showing Secretary General Fikile Mbalula going to a neighborhood that has no water, that has no electricity, that has no roads. But Fikile Mbalula actually arrived in that neighborhood with a G-Wagon, a 3 million rand car. And this is the Secretary General of the ANC. This is the man who is supposed to be in touch with the people on the ground. So it looks like the people are starting to get pissed off with this whole charade of the African National Congress. And the people actually started showing their frustration when President Ramaphosa went to the Northern Cape in Kuruman. It looks like some people have decided to heckle the president, because I think generally people are not happy about the nonsense that comes out of Ramaphosa's mouth. I mean, like, I cannot even imagine how frustrating it is to go to the presidential IMBIZOs to listen to President Ramaphosa lie to you in front of your face. You know, one of the things that is so frustrating for me to see, especially when it comes to President Ramaphosa, it is the fact that Ramaphosa and his administration, they never actually acknowledge where the country is. That is one thing that actually makes me so mad about these people, is that they never acknowledge where the country is. They always try to paint the picture like the country is doing well, the investments are coming, we are creating jobs, our people are being alleviated from poverty. But this is not the reality of what is happening on the ground. I guess this is one thing, again, that makes me so frustrated with President Ramaphosa, because what kind of president is he that he cannot even acknowledge where the country is? You remember last time when he did the State of the Lying address in Parliament, President Ramaphosa never acknowledged where the country is. President Ramaphosa never said that, guys, we are trying, but the country is not in a good position. We are not in a good position as the country. We really need to do better. We really need to improve there. We really need to improve here. This is not what you will hear from President Ramaphosa. Every time when Ramaphosa stands on stage, he will always try to paint a picture, pretending like the country is doing well, pretending like the people are happy with his administration. And this thing makes him very dangerous as the president, because if you are a president of the country and you even fail to acknowledge where the country is, it makes you dangerous as a person, because as the president of the country, you are one person who is supposed to be realistic with the people on the ground and say, guys, it's getting tough, but my administration is working hard to make sure that the things are working well for you. But honestly, it's getting tough, but this is not something that you will actually hear from President Ramaphosa. So recently, the president and his team, they decided to go to the Northern Cape, to Kuruman, to do the presidential IMBIZO. And this is where Ramaphosa actually got heckled. So guys, I'm going to play you this video, and after I'm playing this video, I'm going to play it again and try to interpret for the people who cannot understand it. It's Sotho.
Gona gore re tla tswella pele ka kopano e ke batla o mong le mong a thole Deputy Minister ke re ha re sa thole re tla ema gona fa go fitlhela re sa tswelle pele Siame tswellang pele re tla thola fela go fitlhela re thola kaofela re kgone go tswella pele ke a kgona gore le nkutlwa sentle e ke meeting ya me. This is my meeting. A gona ope o tshwanetse gore a disrupt meeting e ke ya me. It is my meeting, so keep quiet and Arisatoli, Arishelipi. In fact, Arisatoli, Ritatamaka Fera Mahai. I get him in Bukasan, Keretulam Hair.
Man, I must say that I salute the residents of Kuruman, man. I salute the residents of Kuruman because it's almost as if these people were listening to me frustrated as South Africans for not telling Ramaphosa or for not showing Ramaphosa that, man, we are not happy, man. We are not happy on the ground. Stop speaking and pretending like the people are happy on the ground. We are not happy on the ground. So guys, I'm going to play the video again and I'm going to try to translate, especially for the people who cannot understand the Sotho. If you don't listen, we are not going forward. If you don't keep quiet, if you don't keep quiet, we are not going to move forward with this meeting. I want everyone to keep quiet.
Deputy Minister.
If you don't keep quiet, we will stand here and we will not move forward. It's okay, carry on. At the end, we will all keep quiet so that we can move forward. I believe that you understand me. This is my meeting.
This is my meeting.
No one has a right to disrupt the meeting. It's mine. It's not yours.
It is my meeting. So keep quiet. And
if you don't keep quiet,
we
are not moving forward.
In fact,
if you don't keep quiet, we will all leave and go to our homes.
A ke re le nkutlwa sentle.
Do you hear me?
Ke re tholang ge.
I'm saying keep quiet. Especially you guys there in that queue. I mean, guys, how wonderful it would be if South Africans would actually heckle Ramaphosa, if South Africans would actually make Ramaphosa understand that we are not happy, man. I mean, like, what is the problem, especially with our people, man? What is the problem? What is the problem? We complain about the ANC. We complain about what the municipalities under the ANC are doing. We complain about the lack of service delivery. We complain about the water sheddings. We complain about the dirty water. But when we have these ministers in our neighborhoods, we are busy taking pictures with them. What is wrong with our people, man? What is wrong with our people? Guys, I'm going to try to look for that video. I'm going to show you that video of Fikile Mbalula throwing the t-shirts and arriving in a neighborhood with very expensive cars. I mean, like, this is how out of touch these people are with the reality, man. This is how out of touch with reality these people are. So I honestly don't. I honestly don't. I do not understand it, man. You know, guys, we are so okay. We are so okay with politicians actually treating us like rubbish. It is actually painful. It is actually painful to me. I mean, like, I remember the last time when President Ramaphosa came to my neighborhood. This is when you started seeing the service delivery. You started seeing the rubbish trucks collecting the rubbish. You will start seeing the municipal workers start cleaning up the neighborhoods. And people are not even outraged at that. People are not saying, why are you guys only cleaning when the president is coming? Why do you have to wait for the president to come for you to clean our neighborhoods? Why is it that so? People are not even frustrated with that. People are not even outraged with that. I mean, like, it's almost as if we have gotten used to be treated like rubbish. It's almost as if you are okay with these people treating us like rubbish. I mean, like, guys, look at these cars. Can you imagine the whole Secretary General of the ANC arriving in a neighborhood that has no electricity, the neighborhood that is filled with crime, the neighborhood that has illegal dumpings all over the place? This is how these people actually arrive in the neighborhoods. I remember some people were actually arguing that what is it exactly did you expect Fikile Mbalula to arrive in? I mean, like, how about a normal car? How about a normal car? Because this show of opulence actually shows you that these people are simply out of touch with reality. How can you guys drive around in million rands of cars but while the people are living in squalors? Then you stand on stage and you say that the political party that you represent is the political party that represents the people. How is it making sense? How is it making sense when you guys have all of this money to spend, when you guys are driving in the cars that people will never even set their foot in, then you still have the audacity to stand there and say that your political party is the political party that represents black people? I'm like, this is the reason why I'm always mad at these people, man. This is why I'm always mad at these people, because they always try to make it look like our political party cares about black people. This is the reason why I say, why is the political parties that always claim to care about black people are focusing so much about the DA and what the DA is doing instead of focusing on the job that they are supposed to do for their black constituents? You will see the likes of Fikile Mbalula and other political leaders coming out and telling people that, guys, the DA hates you, the DA hates black people. But at the same time, you look at where black people are living under the ANC government, and you see that, man, black people are having a horrible time living under this regime of the ANC. So why are these people, man, choosing to show this kind of opulence, choosing to appear as elitist within the people that are voting for them to stay in power? This is the reason, again, why I blame these people for continuing to vote for the people like this. I'm like, I will never vote for people who will appear in my neighborhood with these kind of cars, showing this kind of opulence, whereas our neighborhood, it has open sewages and illegal dumpings. It doesn't make sense for me to actually vote for these people, because they are showing you, they are putting it in your face that you are voting for us so that we can afford these things. This is why you are voting for us. Man, our people are hopeless, guys. Like, this is why I always say that our people are hopeless. The fact that they are okay with this, man, it shows you that our people are hopeless. Our people are hopeless, man. Like, it's almost as if it's almost as if we don't love ourselves. It's almost as if we don't love ourselves. So there's another video that I want you guys to watch and see how these people are actually treating the people on the ground. And these are the same people that say that we love you, man, we care about you, man. Our political party was formed so that we can take care of you. This is what these people are saying to the people on the ground. But guys, can you see what is happening right here? And when people come out and say that black people are voting for the t-shirts and for the KFC, these people will again come out and say that you guys are racist. How can you say that? How can you say that? But just look at these people, man, on the ground fighting to get the NC t-shirts. Fighting to get the NC t-shirts, man. I don't know what is it with the NC t-shirts. I don't know, like, I don't know even if, does that t-shirt actually make you rich? Like, this is one of the things that I do not understand. This is one of the things that I actually do not understand. Just look. Just look, man. Just look. And this is the car that is driving Fikile Mbalula around. They are throwing the t-shirts on the ground. They are throwing the t-shirts on the ground. They are not even affording these people with the dignity of giving them the t-shirts in their own hands. They are throwing the t-shirts on the ground, and the people are happy about it. The people are happy about collecting the t-shirts from the ground. See this lady, man. She's putting herself in a danger. This car could have easily hit her. But no, she doesn't care about that. She only cares about getting that t-shirt from the NC. And when political parties come out and say that you guys are voting for the t-shirts, the same ANC guys will come out and say, guys, no. How can you say something so awful about us? How can you say something so awful about us, man? Like, it's almost as if our people do not love themselves. It's almost as if our people do not love themselves, because if our people really love themselves, guys, there is no way we could have voted for these people, man, time and time again. This is why every time when people say that the ANC is going to lose the elections, I always ask one question: why? Why do you think the ANC is going to lose the elections? Because the ANC has been it has been governing the country terrible. What do you mean, man? For the past 30 years, the ANC has been destroying the country. What do you mean? The state-owned entities have been destroyed. The corrupt cadres, man, have been running amok within the African National Congress. There is not a single thing that has been done about these people. So what do you mean that the people are going to vote different this time? Because people have been voting for the ANC for the longest time. It's almost as if our people, man, have been hit with this spell to continue voting for the ANC despite everything that the ANC is doing. And this is again why we tend to lash at these opposition parties. Because honestly, man, it's almost as if we don't have proper opposition parties in the country. It's almost as if we don't have proper opposition parties that can actually take the fight from the ANC. We don't have the proper opposition party that can take the fight from the ANC. The last time the DA tried to take the fight from the ANC, what happened? What happened? The DA ended up being attacked by political parties. Right now, the DA is being attacked on all fronts by small political parties, by opposition parties. Instead of all of these people focusing on the political party that is destroying the country, the DA is being attacked on all fronts. The EFF, again, is also getting the same bent from other political parties. So I heard some rumor, or maybe it is a conspiracy theory, that many of these opposition parties that have just emerged, many of them, they are being funded by the ANC so that they can distract the main opposition parties to the ANC. But sometimes, like, it looks like it makes sense, because why is it that these small political parties that have just emerged are focusing on other opposition parties instead of focusing on the ANC? They are giving Ramaphosa a leeway to actually govern the country. Again, they are not opposing Ramaphosa in any way, shape, or form. But if anything, they are opposing the DA, they are opposing other political parties that are in opposition. I don't know, man, what's wrong with our people, man. I don't know what's wrong with our people, but I must say that I am very proud, man, with the residents of Kuruman, for maybe at least trying to show the president that, man, we know that you love lying to us, but we are not happy, man. We are not going to keep quiet. We are not going to keep quiet. We are not going to sit here and listen to you. If we have to heckle you until you get off stage, then we are going to heckle you until you get off stage. Maybe that will actually give you an idea that the people are not happy with you on the ground. Just imagine if this was the way Ramaphosa was being treated everywhere he goes. Ramaphosa would actually go back to his office and say that, guys, what is it exactly are we doing wrong? Because right now Ramaphosa he lives under the impression that he's doing everything right. He lives under the impression that he's doing everything right because your mothers, our fathers, they are washing his feet, they are kissing him, they are praising him. Like, guys, if you can see the videos that are coming out of social media showing you how people are falling in love with President Ramaphosa, man, you would not swear that this is the president that is presiding over high unemployment rate. This is the president that is presiding over high crime. This is the president that is presiding over terrible infrastructure. This is the president that is presiding. You would never swear all of those things are happening under the presidency of Ramaphosa. You would never swear that those things are happening under the presidency of Ramaphosa. This is why I think, like, I always say that Ramaphosa, honestly, deep down in his heart, he believes that he's doing an amazing job, because people have never shown him that, guys, you are not doing an amazing job. You are doing a terrible job as the president of the country. People have never shown him, especially black people. Especially black people. Black people have never been vocal about what Ramaphosa is doing. You can see right now what is happening there in Georgia. Everyone is trying to put this thing on the DA and say, yes, the DA hates black people, man. The DA hates black people. Do you see how people are dying in that infrastructure under the DA? These people, man, are willing to forget that people died under life as a demand, man. How many people died under life as a demand? People like these people, man, are willing to ignore the fact that the Lily mine workers are still trapped under the mine, man. Even Kuruman recently was speaking about it, that we are going to make sure that those bodies that have been trapped under the Lily mine, man, we do something about it. But how many years it has been? How many years it has been? But one incident in the Western Cape, then everyone is all up in arms and saying, yes, yes. But how many incidents are these people willing to ignore? How many incidents that these people are willing to ignore? And this is our people, man. This is our people, man. I honestly wish that as black people, man, we would have loved ourselves more. I wish we would have loved ourselves more, because if we actually loved ourselves, we could actually rate the president by his work. We would rate Ramaphosa by his work. We would not look at the ANC. We would not look at the ANC. We would look at Ramaphosa and say, Ramaphosa, what have you done for the past 5 years? We look at your past 5 years, and do you deserve another term as the president of the country, looking at your past 5 years? Why can't we do that as black people? Why do we always have to fall to our political? Why our loyalty, like, it is so fixed with these political parties? We don't care who does what. We don't care who does what, but we will continue to vote for the people. Even if these people, man, are making sure that our lives are turned upside down, we will continue voting for these people. We will continue voting for these people. What does it say about us, man? What does it say about us? Then we have the audacity to talk about the things that are happening in the Western Cape, whereas nonsense is happening in our backyard and we say nothing about it. Man, I wish we could have loved ourselves, man. I wish we could have loved ourselves, man. I wish, like, this, like for the longest time, man, I've been calling for South Africans to actually push back at Ramaphosa, man. Can we please try to show Ramaphosa that, man, you are not doing a good job, man. Even if South Africans vote for him to be the president again, but he must always remember that, guys, while we were campaigning for the ANC, the people of this country actually showed me that they are angry at the party. They are angry at me as the president of the country, and I am going to do better so that the ANC can survive in the next upcoming elections. If the people were actually showing that outrage they have towards the ANC, then Ramaphosa, even if Ramaphosa would get the second term, but he would actually say that, man, the people of this country, man, were so angry at me. They were angry at the ANC. They are not happy about our conduct. They are not happy about what we have been doing as the administration, and we really need to do better. But the fact that these people will continue treating black people like this, it shows you is because black people, when it comes down to it, they do not confront these people. They do not confront these people. They will never show these people that they are not happy with it. This is why everywhere the ANC goes, they are getting a huge reception. People love the ANC. People are falling all over the place for the ANC. They love the ANC ministers. We love the ANC MMCs. We are taking pictures with them. there. We are kissing Fikile Mbalula. We are washing his feet. Pretend as if this guy is doing an honorable job. As if this guy is doing an honorable job. So, man, a shout out to the residents of Kuruman, man, for actually pushing back against the president and for actually showing the president that guy, we here in the Northern Cape, we are not happy. We are not happy, man, and it is a shame to all of these provinces that Ramaphosa has traveled to, where people actually washed his feet instead of actually heckling him and making him understand that they are not happy about everything that has been happening on the ground. Guys, please tell me what you think on the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button, and the most important part, subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabaso. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.